It'll be fun.
Proud of myself because I ran over my cat's tail with my fucking chair.
That's not
I had an incident where I almost closed my dog's tail in the car door.
Oh no!
Oh god,
I've
done that.
It was close.
I've almost done that.
I did that to my
I
dog.
put my hand and stopped it, dude, so it fucking hit my hand.
Oh shit.
She was like crawling under my chair and I didn't see her.
How's this a
She likes to
regulation
like
go
claw and
here?
bite at my leg, so I figured she wasn't like her tail wasn't under my chair, so I rolled back and pulled her tail.
Yeah,
She's all good though, but man,
that's good.
I ran over my puppy's tail, bent it, and it's permanently bent now.
oh,
It's fun.
poor baby.
I know.
Yeah, accidents happen on it.
Yeah. I'm hitting the 3 bins.
What do you say we move here?
Yeah, I'll just go in.
There was. Yep, yep.
Okay.
Alright, I'm alternator charge rifle.
Did you see how they made shield cells and syringes less available this season?
I can't
They
say
said that, but
I've been overloaded with shield shells, so I can't say that's true.
Heavy is the head that weighs
Right,
the balls.
that's what I was gonna say.
Is that
like-
be an enemy, fellas?
I haven't really had that issue. I have a bow. That's fucking
Right here?
good.
Spotted an enemy.
I got a prowler.
Going to me knuckle cluster.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
the
it's-
timing on that pre-fire was almost perfect.
One on the top and the over here standing still. By the beacon.
I don't see.
It's a Valk. I just have a prowler with 40 shots.
There's one in this building.
Joker over there.
46.
But you guys,
Knuckle cluster.
54.
I stuck him.
anybody
Broke. Underneath.
Over there.
Just push up. Yep.
dropped.
Yep.
I
One.
need another gun though.
One here on the left. House on the left.
Deploying me knuckle
House
cluster.
right here.
We have one to the right, one to the left.
Separated.
They're shooting at me.
Above? I don't have anything.
Reinforcing my Evo shield.
I'm up top now. I don't see her. Broken.
Valk's hurt. I fell down.
Valk's on the top floor with you guys?
Yep, I fell down.
I can't climb on the fucking
Inside with me.
Put up right now.
I got stuck.
Oh, no.
I got fucking stuck. Are you kidding me? This game sucks.
I'm sure.
I can make something happen if I get a fucking decent gun.
I needed to down that guy at the top. I fucking missed the last burst. I fucking threw.
We're fooling around over here.
Don't worry about that.
Nice try.
Yeah, that shit happens. I just got a gold Apex back though.
Nice.
Oh, that's
See
alright.
what's in the. Give me 1 gold,
Here, I'm just gonna buy the season pass. 1 second.
and it's a legendary Mirage emote.
Oh yeah, that's what you want so much.
I'm so happy.
Just give me 2
I mean,
seconds.
I have 10 heirlooms, so I can't complain.
Holy shit.
I got 2.
I just want fucking cryptos, bro. That's the only one I want anymore.
I got one, but my count I think is like 300 or something around there.
I have all of them besides Watson, Crypto, Rampart, and Mirage.
So you have all the good ones then.
Yes. Including the Bloodhound Prestige skin, which I haven't even played Bloodhound. But I
Actually-
wanted that execution.
Yeah, the execution's the only part about that.
That's the only reason I even paid for it, and that's just depressing. Someone take my adult money away, bro.
Right. Oh yeah, that fucking Spitfire skin is bomb.
That's what I'm saying, and it's so tiny. Look how tiny it is.
Right, right.
It's the size of a fucking... like super, super skinny. That's what caught my eye. I was like, damn. Okay. Once I get a little bit better with Newcastle, bro, it's over for these
You could
motherfuckers.
say I'm looking to make a bit of a scene.
He seems really strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's like
His resing is gonna get nerfed. His 100% gonna get nerfed.
I don't think it will. Like, they're talking about fixing life boxes and shit too, Fred, so it might just stay in support characters like that might have a big impact.
This is your
I
champion.
feel like Newcastle's res isn't as OP as the...
get here
Well, it's the fact that you can drag him 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, but you can still like you still have to physically like you can't fight. Like Lifeline, you can just put a shield down and continue to fight. There's kind of,
Yeah, he has to just be like he has to still.
I make things by hand and kill
your
things by
team
hand.
still like
Around and shit.
you still have to take the the one man.
You
loss
gotta
with the
love what
res.
you do.
Right.
Mine's
The
taking you
gunfight,
down
so
to
you can still
Crackdown.
rush them, right?
You can still what?
You can still get
Danny
rushed
feels so
down.
bad, dear. This
Yeah.
is my
Shield.
first science fair. Ah, well, that was a little careless of you,
I
love.
am just paying attention to where everybody's
Oh,
going still.
well, that was a
18.
little careless of you, love.
Let old man
Where was
let
that
old
place
man
you-
Fusey show you ankle biters. What do you say we move
Yeah,
here?
that works.
Like, that's
Yeah. Nope.
It looks like there's going to be a team checkpoint, and then there's two teams at the wall right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have two teams to our left, yeah.
Yes. But they're going here.
Enemy over there.
Yeah, they're going down B's. Yeah, we're free here. No replicator though.
Oh,
That's okay.
I hit something weird.
Beginning ring countdown.
The next ring's far. Do not get caught out finding it.
Reckon I can make
No,
use
no,
of
I
that.
just found one.
Just taking the piss, fellas.
You changed your mind, right?
He said, "Fuck that shit. I don't want it."
You know what I haven't seen yet? A level 3 light mag.
I have. I had one on after the one. A couple
I
days
have
ago.
one on my car SMG right now.
Motherfuckers.
I need a turbocharger if you see one, please.
Yep.
Okay.
Look over a car.
I have Havoc and car set up right now. All purple and gold.
Optics here. Close range.
Actually, where was that blue man for light?
It's in the building I landed on in the middle.
Okay, I'm gonna run over there in a second.
Well, now
Let's pick up 99.
where do you want to rotate to? Down Beast or the mill? Well, we can't rotate the mill because we'll just get destroyed by people from the Down Beast.
I say we just kind of just. I don't even think we'd get destroyed. If anything, if we could just slowly go around it. But if anything, from the way it seems, it's safer to just straight line than it is to go wide, because everybody's going wide.
Hmm.
Because that's kind of what we did last game when we didn't really run into anybody till everybody like concaved in on us.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, finally a backpack.
Grab that blue mag. I'm just gonna look for it here.
I'm looking pretty good
Bring
now.
spot and closing
Yeah,
in
no, I'm
60.
pretty good. I do need.
The
Do
blue
an
mag should be
extended
right
sniper
in that
mag.
building on the left side middle.
Yeah, thank you.
There is a new
New kill leader out there. Alright, go get him. Bring Spartan closing in 45. Last one in, that'd be a 12 pack.
Drop my shit.
Down the fly.
That was big. Yo, Tyler, thank you for the fucking tier 2. You slut. What are you doing? I figured Discord. I'll join after this. Yes. I've messaged you guys. I've been playing with
Extended heavy mag
I'll
here.
invite you
Level
after
2.
this. We'll run some games. After this, I'm gonna play a couple games with my homie before I get off. But
Yep.
I'll add you both.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll definitely have to run some more sometime.
Yeah, we'll be on
For
tomorrow.
sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure. Because you guys should be chill. I like playing with people that actually like
Have-
play appropriately.
Have a mic. Have a brain.
Right, adults.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
And
it.
I think that's the biggest thing is like I don't know. Oh shit! There we go.
shield here. Level 2.
Reckon we should go
Hiding
here.
in the fucking corner. Left for me.
Oh yeah. What the?
Does anybody need a 3x? I picked it up, but I don't know
I
about
got
weapon
one.
for it.
Optics here.
Could do with an
Mid-range.
extended sniper mag.
That's all you. We should honestly rotate the other way.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Right?
Scout this area.
Yeah, I think we should cut through
Care
this
package
way.
incoming.
Actually, there's a crafter there, right? I can craft a 301.
Yep.
Keep the sight.
I want to see if there's anybody there and get a knockdown shield for
Optics here. Close range.
Newcastle. Sorry, I was trying not to burp. Look at A.
This fucking.
Alright.
Here we go.
Here
The test right here.
Yeah, this is the test if somebody's waiting for us or not. Oh, it's looted.
I'm not here. Not with you.
Yeah, you're good. I hear fighting straight
Yeah.
One
ahead.
moment. I'm crafting.
I'm not pushing or nothing. I'm just going.
I'm just crafting the 301 real quick.
Okay, they're nowhere near. We can craft. We could third this though. That's the thing.
Hang on a tick, I'm
Like, this
crafting.
is a very thirdable fight.
Yeah. I'm just crafting this and then
I'm
come
gonna
to
see if I can get some knocks from far. I'm not gonna push on them.
coming with you now.
I got your help. I'm
Yeah, I'm
coming.
coming.
Yeah, they're right
towards
up
this
on the
spot.
other side of this wall towards the entrance, and I feel like we can totally.
Oh, wait, 100%.
Charging up my sentinel.
Yeah, like, yep, I would definitely do that. Oh, they're on me, Fuck.
Yeah, no, I'm coming.
Shooting.
I'm getting up on your
Enemy
top of your
shield
building.
busted.
Almost down Pathfinder.
Yeah, I'm up on your building right now.
Clamping down.
Ping them out, please.
They're on the other
Right
side
in
of this
front of me?
building here. Yeah.
On the roof.
I'm on the roof. I'm on your roof. I don't see anybody else here.
On
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
right.
side.
Taking fire. I shattered
Race
an
one,
enemy's
race one.
shield.
She's boarding.
Right
Enemy
here.
at that location.
On that rock there.
Gotta protect the
Drop it. Cluster out.
Reloading. Forcing my evo shield.
Reload.
He might find.
Kill that joker.
Behind me.
You're shooting at me.
What's that a fucking low rate?
Recharge me.
I'm under fire.
Competition is sliced in half.
Hold
Recharging
on,
shield.
hold on.
Got us a new kill leader. Wouldn't mind saying good day to
I
him.
need the
Behind
shields.
the rock.
Buster, over there.
I'm gonna make it in quick.
I'm recharging my evo shield. Not the one on my back.
We need to go this way.
This way.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, we
Now.
can go.
Mind if my protector steps in?
I didn't mean to hit you with that.
Oh, it's not? Yeah, I'm like, it's not letting me port. I don't know why. I was trying
Healing
to.
up. You'll be right.
I like that I can direct my shield to come towards us. Like that's huge.
Healing up.
Actually, the only thing will hold these guys, they're gonna have to come this way. right?
They're right here.
I say we go around. I say we go around
Okay.
while we still have time and we don't get stuck in zone. We go
Stop
right
this
through
area.
here and cut around now.
The champ is eliminated. Biggest pieces off the board.
Jimmy, you got an arrow stuck in you, buddy.
No, I probably
Maybe
have one in my fucking
maybe I want
head,
the arrow stuck in me. God, you ever think about that?
Right, bro.
God,
My bad, dude. Fuck.
Gotta feel something.
I know. Alright, I'm gonna make a hard
I
right
still
here.
haven't found a turbo.
Yeah, good luck.
And I'm not,
It's because you're looking, man. That's why. It's because you're looking for.
Straight ahead here. Straight ahead.
I just need one bat. Either of you guys got one.
Bat.
Oh yeah, I got one back. That's it.
Okay.
Here,
Oh,
take one.
I'll
Take
give
one.
you-
Take one. Take one.
Shield battery here.
Here, you take your bat.
Behind us. Behind us.
Gotta clown that away.
Round 2. Beginning
Gonna
ring
behind us.
countdown.
Yeah, they're up.
Oh,
They're
fuck.
they're up.
Next ring's
drop
quite
it.
the
Jimmy,
trot.
Jimmy.
You said take it. Yeah, they're on top of the hill.
Replicator on its way.
They're definitely on top of this hill somewhere. I can hear them.
Find them. Right here, right here.
Buster there.
I got all.
Oh, he was one,
Good
dude.
all.
About to fall, lads. Here comes the old knuckle cluster.
You want to get on top of the building?
Go here, fellas.
No, I'll put this guy shit. There's no
Jump.
fighting.
Okay, that makes more sense. I didn't mean to do that, but...
There's people
Ooh,
fighting.
free rampart shields.
They're fighting. Let's get on top of here. Let's get on top of here.
Posse to here.
Okay.
In the building, in the building. Get a hands on the window right here.
Deploying me knuckle cluster.
Recharging shield.
I'm protected.
An enemy.
Behind us. Behind us.
Yeah, behind us.
Final mistake.
Oh, on. I'm so dead here. There's no way I'm not dead. No way.
Caught. Like a rat. I shattered an enemy shield.
They're coming down.
Recharging me shields.
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
Reloading.
Come in this building with me.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Healing up. You'll be right.
I have no more bats left.
Yeah, neither do I.
I have 4 cells.
1 minute until the ring
I have
closes.
some. Okay.
Come to me. Everyone get up top. Everyone get up top.
They're
Get
on our
up. Get.
roof. They're on
Yeah,
our roof.
I'm looking for loot, actually.
They're on our
That's
roof.
all.
What do you need?
That's fine, that's fine. They're up above.
Take it.
Shield cell here. Ring closes in 45. If you're hurting, walk it off.
Gonna try and get an angle in the windows on us somewhere.
Yes, they can. But
Or through the cracks here.
Enemies have
There's
passed
cracks
through
there.
here. They might still be close.
watch out for the octa bitch. Right here. Third
Clown.
one left. He left that way.
Knuckle cluster out.
We need to make a move.
We
Now.
gotta run too.
Yeah.
Fuck, I wish we had a Valkyrie, but now.
Yeah. I might.
I know.
I might
I'm gonna try and re-loot these boxes.
We need to go though. This is gonna hurt.
It's only 2, isn't it?
Closed door over
No, I think
there.
it's 3. Oh, it is 2. It's gonna 2. Okay, I thought it was 3.
I just needed the loot. I'm just checking for fucking bats. Or
I need
anything.
I need bats too. Is there anything here?
Nothing.
Of course not, dude.
I'll take all the cells I
Protected.
can.
Keeping you safe.
Care package.
Oh, it's
Christmas
fucking
came
far.
around.
It's
Camp-
fucking
let's camp
far
out over here.
This way. It's faster to go far left than it is to go through the middle. It looks like.
On our left, careful. Or maybe I don't know. I heard something. Maybe it was your.
Yeah,
your-
it sounded
your-
like a launch pad.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go. There's people fighting left. That's why I wasn't gonna go left. But
Yeah, we gotta creep behind. We're gonna get fucked by zone.
res. Right
That's
here.
Fine, just run past it. Yeah, just run past it. Let them
On the jump out. On the jump out on our left.
Let them fight.
Jump out on our left.
Yeah, just hit 'em.
Incoming. The sky's about to fall,
Oh,
lads.
they're looking at you.
Opening fire. Reloading.
Just keep going. Keep going.
Reloading.
There's one more.
Yeah,
There's one more
we're
there.
gonna die to zone.
Being shot at.
Go right, go right, go right, go right. Hunt through this. Come back this way, come back this way, come back this way. I had one for range.
Deploying the shield. Juicing me shields.
What do here?
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
This is gonna
Got it.
hurt.
I have 2 syringes.
Shield out.
We should be good though.
In this heat shield, there's 2 more
Oh,
shields
they're
there.
literally right here
I dropped 2.
Yeah, I got him. I got him.
though. I'm trying to figure out.
Repairing damages.
Good call to come through, man. Fuck.
Yeah, well, I don't fucking want to get stuck in that fight at all. There's a care package
scout
on the
this
other side
area.
we can rotate for.
Recharging my
Is this where we
shield.
landed?
No, that was the other round. I think we died.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, we did
Healing.
that.
I'll walk it off.
Somebody grab that
That's here.
care package.
Yep, I can see that.
No bats. Unfortunate.
Low on
this
cells.
That box is on me.
Yep.
We could craft too, maybe, but.
Healing up. You'll be right.
Switch him to a Spitfire now.
Oh,
Low ball alt middle. Low ball alt middle.
Alright.
Enemy shield cracked. Reloading.
Getting an angle up the wall.
Back. Knuckle clusters firing. Boosting me shield.
Arc star.
Hitting him pretty good inside.
Taking fire.
Launching thermite. Serving them and
I lit one on fire. I lit one on fire.
They're hurt bad.
Wanna rush? You wanna rush?
Deploying knuckle.
I got fucked.
To what?
The window.
Busted a button. I'm down.
I also got stuck.
Taking fire. Enemy shield cracked.
Damn.
Damn, dude. They were fucking. If I had one more nade, they
Shit,
were
no.
dead, dude. I just. Fuck.
It's all good. It's all
Come.
good.
Death box here.
Hey, it was good playing with you guys, though. GG's, boys.
Yeah, man. GG's.
Take it easy. Have a good night.
Yeah.
I'm
too.
gonna send you guys a friend request real quick. Alright.
Sounds good.
Alright, take it easy, guys.
See ya.
Yeah, take care. Have a good night.
Hey, man, what are your thoughts on 12 700K?
What are my thoughts on 12700K?
i7.
I like it. I like it for just like pure gaming.
Yeah?
I like it. Yeah. So what you want to do for pure gaming is you want to disable the E-cores. So I have the 12900K and I disabled all the E-cores.
Why?
So, you get better performance. I tested it.
Okay. Cause I have the 8.
Well, if
I don't
you're
know.
running-
I don't know if I want
If you're,
to.
you'd have to test though, because if you're running your stream, you'd have to test it and see if it's better to have them disabled or enabled. If that was what you
Right.
decided.
Because I have the 8700 non-K right now, and I was like looking at maybe like going to that. I don't know if it's worth it.
What I would do if I was in your shoes with the 8700K,
No, I just have a
I
regular
would-
8700, not a K.
or with the 8700, is I would hang in there and buy this fall, because this fall you'll get AM5, so AMD socket, and then Intel will have a new like Raptor Lake. And that'll be like sometime between September and December, so that's when I would buy if I was in your shoes.
Okay. Is that when they're supposed to come out with their new
Yeah.
new die or whatever it's called?
Yeah, AMD will be on a new platform, AM5, and Intel,
I wonder how much
if
of
I was gonna
a
buy it.
I wonder how much of a difference it's really going to make.
It depends. If you're playing the game on super low settings and your GPU isn't at 100% usage, it'll make a big difference, right? You can check that so you can kind of know ahead of time.
Right. No, my 2080 Ti is like chilling. 87, it does the job, but like streaming is
No, like
weird.
if you look while you're playing the game and you see 50%
Yeah.
CPU usage, a bigger CPU or stronger CPU, you'll get more frame rate.
Right. One
That's
second.
what I mean.
Yeah, see, with the game running right now, it like idles between, say, like 50 and 80%.
Anything that gets in my way.
Been putting the bomb in bombastic since
Yeah, somewhere
2681.
around there. See, right now I'm running 60% CPU
Win
at the
this thing
moment,
together.
but it does jump up
Fire
to
die.
like 80-90%.
What's the GPU at? But check in the actual game. You don't want to see in this.
This is your champion.
Well, I can't see currently.
Yeah, just wait till you're actually like in. Like the GPU, ideally, like my GPU, as soon as we get out of the menus, is maxed. I'm at 99 right now.
Oh, how do you see that?
Let's land here.
Yeah,
I
Get
have
the
an
jets.
overlay.
We're dropping hot.
I can show you. I'll show you after this game.
yeah. Because always I have the FPS marker up with the ping marker, loss and choke.
things here.
Supply bin.
Did nobody land into it?
No, sir.
Hostile spotted.
Yes, sir. They're fighting down there. I'm gonna try to take some pop shots.
Here comes the old knuckle cluster. Here comes the old knuckle cluster. Clown there. Lucky me.
I'm dropping too. I don't have that much loot yet.
Round 1. Beginning
Wingman here.
countdown.
Heavy ammo here. We're inside
Joker
the
over
next
there.
ring.
I'll actually take that one.
Superior
Work for me.
positioning.
Serving him a knuckle sandwich.
Attention. First blood.
Enemy over there.
First blood. Gotta be someone. Glad it's not one of us. Pushing up on the enemy. Cancel
That'll
that.
be an enemy, fellas.
Heard that. Watching that spot.
Do you want to walk up?
Yeah.
Won't be knuckle
Yeah.
cluster. Got an hemlock here.
Where did they
Heavy
run
ammo
off to?
here.
They were right here.
We gotta go here.
Right here.
Enemy in the distance.
Building's there. On our left. Literally, it's right here.
Target acquired.
I
There.
don't have range though.
A broken enemy shield.
Knocked.
41 on the valve.
She's knocked. She's knocked. Velka's knocked. We should.
Let's go this way.
A phase hitter. Use it. Let's relocate here.
40 blue. One guy below. Here's the second below.
There's. How did she? I hate this game
Last
sometimes.
guy.
I'm spotted.
I'm safe.
Enemy falls. Reloading.
Focus. Do not let them best you again.
Speed on left.
Where are their boxes? There we go.
They're not
Thanks.
fully killed
Somebody
yet.
took the. Somebody took that fucking the jump.
There's
More.
one right here. Here.
Healing. Give me a sec.
Wait, I got that knock. He got the guy up. What?
Yeah. I don't know where the last guy went though. There's
He-
a Spitfire here. If somebody wants it.
The last guy took this thing.
I'll take it
Use
actually.
that
I'm
gravity
taking
cannon
Spitfire.
there.
Yeah, the last guy took that gravity cannon to there.
What do you say we move here?
There.
I mean, we can just camp the banners.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
Hands
Ammo
off. That's a
up.
Prezi for Fusey.
I'm taking it, Jimmy. Sorry, buddy.
Oh man, you dick.
10 seconds. Ring's just ahead.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 1.
There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Call him if you spot
In
him.
progress.
Enemy in sight.
I'm gonna take.
Firing. Cracked an enemy's shield. Reloading.
Where do you go? I'll chase him with you. Oh, nice kill.
That was the last.
At me.
I broke one.
Recharging shield. Take your
One's close on me. One's close on me.
Yep, I'm batting, I'm batting, I'm batting.
Grenade, heads up. Healing up.
I got hit by.
Being shot at.
and got caught out in the water like that.
I mean, that's +2, I don't care, but kind of care.
Yeah, like when I'm in game like that, I'm chilling at 75-80% at least.
On the GPU?
No, CPU.
Oh, so what you can do is you can grab...
Hold on. Hold on. I had to alt tab. I wanted to bring my GPU up. I'm using 80% of my VRAM normally in game. Hello?
So what you want to see is what your CPU is doing. So if you do like, so I'll show you what I have. You can make a little overlay like that with if you have MSI Afterburner. You can install Riva Tuner and you can make a little.
No,
overlay like that so you can see all the stuff.
it's a Strix card, so I have the Strix software.
Oh, I mean MSI Afterburner. I use it for everything. I have
Oh,
an
yeah?
NVIDIA card, or no, I have an Asus card in actually right now.
Oh, okay.
That's the best software that I find because you can use it. Actually, the Asus software is probably Riva Tuner based as well, so it probably has that. You just have to see with the overlay. You can set it up. But I get like 280 FPS in game.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of I think it's my CPU's lacking at the moment. I have it doing too much because it's handling my streaming and gaming at the same time. It's just starting to choke itself.
What do you encode on CPU or do you use NVENC?
I'd have to check, but I think it's NVENC. I think it's both. Because I think I have it set to whatever the recommended is. I didn't change it. That's one of the settings I did not change.
I've seen the
Yeah.
future. Now I just need to get there.
I don't think my GPU's locking at all. Like 2080 Ti can do whatever
Your life's
whatever I
not
throw at it.
Just get your mum's permission to read.
You know, I think.
And it's not my hard drive. My hard drive is 5K by 5K, so that's fine.
Introducing
You know that
your
little
champion.
computer you used last time you were here?
Yep.
That should be similar performance to your computer that you have now. I put a 3070 in it, which is similar to 2080 Ti.
I'm Jump Master.
So
Don't
we can
worry,
test. I
kids.
can set
Fuse
that
will
up to see
catch
if
you
I
when
have
you
performance
fall.
ticket on Apex with it.
Right. I'm just wondering how much more performance I would get off of a 1270 or 700. Like, would it be that much more?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Alright. Because on
But it's
benchmarks,
something that we could.
it's saying 35% or more.
Reckon we crash land this puppy there.
It's hard to
Beauty
check
of
though,
a
right?
view,
'Cause, like,
eh?
you have to
Let's
have a
rock and
benchmark running
roll.
your exact setup.
Right,
So,
exactly.
No, for sure.
We have a squad coming down right underneath us.
Yeah, soon.
One of them in here.
Reckon we should go here.
Or there. Oh, 2 squads. We're going in. We're going in.
Go here.
There's 3 squads. All three. Yeah.
Target landed near me. Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2. Light up alternator here.
Peacekeeper here. Shotgun ammo
Peacekeeper here. Extended sniper mag here. Level 2.
Attention. First blood.
Alright, I'm chilling.
Someone's been a
Extended
rascal.
heavy mag here. Level 2. I
I'm
closed
on
the door.
Peacekeeper right now.
Reckon I can make a use of that.
Peacekeeper devotion.
Alright, car wingman. So they finished off one of the 2 or 3 squads that landed here.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Alright.
Havoc here.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level
No, I'm
1.
gonna keep this fucking devotion. Fuck it, dude.
Picking up all these fucking nades. They're gonna just toss them at him.
Kill leader appointed.
Right here.
Enemy far off.
head here.
They're
New
there.
kill
They're just
leader.
running out right here, dropping.
You wanna go?
What do you say,
Yeah,
move
yeah,
here?
yeah, I'll go there. Rotate it around on them here.
Don't open the. Yeah. So if they, once they run up, we can just blast them.
They have to know, dude. They can't be that stupid. There's no way. they don't see it.
I reckon we should head here.
Yep, they're here. They're here. I'm almost positive.
Who'll get on top of us? Where's the wee numpty?
One ran far back. He's on their side of this white wall there. I don't know
Here
where the
comes
other
the
guy
old
is.
knuckle cluster.
One's still in that thing. One's still
Taking
up.
fire.
Right there on those boxes.
He went fucking hard.
Recharging shields.
Yeah, he's good though. One's on the far left. Careful, behind this white wall.
Repairing damages.
I'm going in a little bit. Right here on me. Right. Yep, that's you.
They're probably wrapping all the way around, would be my guess. Yeah,
Rings
one's
close.
there.
10 seconds. Hold on to your
Let's
knickers.
shift
right
our
there,
orbits
yeah.
that way. Oh, never mind,
He's
darlings.
by himself, I think. His teammates are to
My
our right.
ultimate is ready.
I think we ape him, yeah.
Yep, I'm here. I'm here.
Tearing away.
Ring's closing and we ain't in it.
Move. And thank you, Rachel. Broken enemy shield.
Reloading. Cut past
Down?
an enemy.
Yep. I didn't get a
Yeah,
single
his
hit on that
teammates
guy.
are on the wall, so.
Ow.
Reloading.
Oh, behind us, behind us.
Shields.
Behind us,
Enemy
careful.
removed.
On the high
Enemy
ground.
there.
Yep, deployed.
Care package being delivered.
Care package coming. Don't forget to share.
Launching me knuckle cluster.
He's getting hit by somebody else. I'm gonna wrap around too.
Yep, I'm coming up with
Shields
our
recharged.
dude.
Enemy there.
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Yep,
A little bit behind.
they're inside the building, I think.
No, they're close.
The old knuckle cluster.
Watch out, darlings. Back in your butt. Oops, a daisy.
I'm with you.
I think we could all use the fixing up.
Cracked, 81.
Enemy shield cracked. Eliminate the enemy.
Yep, one's knocked.
Sending an arc star.
I have to heal, or I'm gonna die.
Shield. Releasing an arc star.
Juicing the shields.
One left enemy.
Reloading.
More? Was there more?
Last guy, I don't know where he went.
Reload.
Inside,
Got him.
That was the last
I
one.
knew I stayed here for a reason. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Heal him. I'll walk it off.
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
Yeah, I
Shields
stuck that
recharging.
fucking path. You got absolutely fucked. Oh, this guy's a fucking gold Bocheck, boys.
Bocheck, yeah.
That's it.
Recharging shields.
And so ends the champion's reign.
Alright. I think I might grab. Oh, there's no. 16 shots. Yeah, no, fuck it. You want to go into that fight?
That'd be an enemy, fellas.
We're good.
Recharging my shield.
Serving them a
Yeah, actually,
knuckle
they
sandwich.
don't see. We walk up on. We walk up on that. And just, we gotta go in the ring anyway. They're fighting. Maybe we can get some KP and get in.
Oh, we got people this way too.
Clown that away.
Fine, it's fine.
Shall we head this way? Oh, classic human.
I heard a
error, that
shot
one.
from this way. I don't see them, but I heard shots. But we got zoned, so let's keep going.
On the cannon right
Target
here.
acquired.
And his buddy's right here.
Hold on. I'm gonna ult. I'm gonna ult.
Mother load. Deploying me knuckle cluster. Knuckle cluster
Hit one of them.
Right there, they're fucking off.
Enemy there.
On me. Please. Knocked him.
He's one, Jimmy.
Enemy
You get him?
down.
Yes, he's dead.
Separating the board.
Taking fire. Airstrike.
Hit him for 45. He's hurt. He's pretty hurt.
Inside, he went inside.
Enemy downed.
Good. Got him
Inside on
down.
me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he is.
Behind me.
Enemy right here. How we enemy right here. Shield cracked.
He's one. He's a little one. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Was
I
all
got
that
him.
remained of a pitiful
You got him?
squad.
Yes, he's dead. He's dead.
Every scar tells a story, mate.
I'm getting the sea shield. Here.
Need a wee rejuvenation. Oh,
Me. On me.
shield recharged.
I don't know where it's coming from.
It's over there.
Target here.
I think there's two teams. I don't know. Let me check. No.
We can just take the cannon. Let's just run to the cannon.
Keep in mind there is that other team that took it.
Actually, we do very
Body
heavy.
shield here.
Fuck.
Level 4. Extended light mag here.
Ow.
They're up on the hill. They're up on the hill.
Recharging me shields.
Watch your heads. Watch your heads.
I need fucking to switch guns. I don't have much spotlight here. I need a mag for the spotlight.
Healing up. You'll be right.
There's a need you. Fill in the cover. Enemy downed.
We need. Oh, nice.
Shots, dude.
They're shooting at me.
Get out of here.
Recharging me shields.
Damn it!
Hold on to your cod pieces. Mother loads dropping.
1 minute. We have significant ground to cover.
Oh, I'm hurting here. I just switch off to that fucking Devo.
We need.
Frag grenade being shot at. I'm under fire.
Serving them a knuckle.
45 seconds.
On the respawn, Jimmy, on the respawn.
Reload.
They will be back.
Launching me knuckle cluster. Shooting at me.
I shattered an enemy.
I'm burning him. He's cracked.
There. Opening fire. Enemy down. I'm under fire.
Reload.
I'm out of shotgun ammo.
I'm coming
What a
in.
pitiful
Oh, it was
squad.
my last shot.
Even killing them was
On your
no.
feet, mate.
I'm the new kill leader.
We gotta get going.
Expected.
I need a heavy mag if anybody gets
I didn't
one.
do much damage this fucking round. This sucks.
Oh, it's got a heavy mag, nice. I need shotgun, I'm out of
Rings
shotgun.
closing, and we ain't in it.
No, sir.
Fuck, no.
Unless you're a
Okay, we gotta
soulless,
go.
heat-loving snake mod.
I'm using a Phoenix kit.
Healing.
There's some shotgun in here and grab that, right?
Oh my god, we are quite far.
We'll be okay.
Got us a care package coming in.
I have 4
Repairing
med kits.
damages.
I have 8 syringes. Oh, you guys are going that way?
Yeah.
Oh. That sucks.
That's closer, right?
Yeah.
I
Guess we're gonna go here.
Go here.
It's not really closer, but So you had to go around and.
Yeah, I can carry these syringes. We're good.
Healing. Give me a sec.
I got you. Once we get to the rim here, I got you. I have 4 cells, 2 Phoenix. Or I mean 4 bats, 1 cell.
I can give you I can give you cells. I have 20.
Yeah, I'll take some cells. I'll give you some bats.
Yeah, I have 1 bat. Or 1 bat, yeah.
Go here, fellas. Healing up. You'll be right. Next ring's quite the trot.
Heal. Just a tick. Healing up.
Delivering replicator.
Healing up.
Phase there, ready.
Rejuvenating.
Healing.
We're gonna have to go pretty quick here. Let's just get some. Yeah, let me get some of those cells and I'll give you some bats. Here's 2 bats and a Phoenix.
Thanks.
Syringe here.
Light ammo here.
Feel like taking a wander over. Shield cell here.
Thank you.
Sentinel here.
Straight ahead of us.
I killed that bloodhound
1
on my
minute,
last
and the
piece
ring's
super
spitting
shot, dude.
distance.
That
Nice.
was horrible.
Yeah, I took I body shotted him a few times, so.
Numpty spotted.
Ring's close. 45 seconds on the clock. Today's coming up aces.
We got fighting right there.
Over there.
I mean,
And to the left.
yeah. I mean, we just can
Make a left. Make a left. Let's make a left here. I mean right. Sorry, right. You know, fucking right, left, all above.
Yeah, we can clean this up. They're finishing right now.
Okay, yep, coming.
People are getting down.
Fancy a wee stroll this way?
Yeah, we got up on high. 4 squads left.
3 squads. Lol.
There could be people up there. They might be inside. Oh, that was a mistake.
I'm dropping. No.
Oh, huge.
Recharging my shield.
Package incoming.
I fell. I'm dead. Nope. All 3 of them jumped on me. That was a bad idea. That's why I didn't want to go this way.
Now, I think we were just slightly too slow. That's fair. Because they finished fighting and had time to heal up.
There is a new kill leader.
I got some bad guys here. Zip
I
line
think we were
here.
just slightly too slow.
Yep.
You silver 1.
Nice. Actually, I'm gonna hit the bed. It's been a long night. Or
Yeah, man.
Day.
Tomorrow morning I'll be here. I might have to like actually do some work. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to play. I'll really be on and off, but
Yeah.
I'll try my best.
yep, sounds good.
Okay, buddy.
All right, talk later.
I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Good games. That was fun,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that was
It
good.
was good shit.
Yeah. All right, see you.
All right, later.
should be fair to both sides, in spite of the fact that we're benchmarking on Windows 11. We do need to address another big variable here though. Alder Lake supports both DDR4 and DDR5, which each have their own trade-offs. We chose DDR5 for our launch review, meaning that our numbers are going to represent a best case scenario for performance, but maybe won't represent a best case scenario for value due to DDR5's higher cost. F1 2021 starts things off with a bang for Intel, with the Core i9-12900K coming in at 5 to 10% faster than its Ryzen 9 competitors, and the Core i5 just a hair's breadth away. Can Intel keep it up with Forza? Oh, yeah, they can. That is anywhere from 8 to 11% faster, depending on the parameter you're looking at. And whatever advantage Intel has here, probably clock speed, it's paying off in Far Cry 6 too, with an even bigger lead. It is up to 25% faster than the competition and never dipped below 100 frames per second. And if you've been paying close attention to the graphs, the Core i5 has never been far behind, making life really difficult for our previous value gaming darling, the Ryzen 5 5600X. Moving on to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, this is a bit of a mess, isn't it? The Ryzen 9 5900X beats out the Core i9 with the higher turboing, not to mention higher core count 5950X falling behind even the Ryzen 5. Given how lightly threaded Flight Simulator has been so far, this might just be an example of the new Windows 11 scheduler running up against something that it didn't expect, in spite of the fixes. In fact, we almost threw this test out due to the weirdness, but we felt like, whatever's going on, this is one scenario where Intel's new silicon isn't as dominant as they'd like it to be, and is possibly also an area of investigation for AMD and Microsoft. Then you've got situations like CSGO, where Intel treats us to even more ludicrous frame rates in the Dust 2 benchmark, and Civilization 6, where our turn times are a good 7 to 10% shorter than on Team Red, which could make that one more turn before bed go by a little quicker. Overall, our testing has firmly demonstrated that Intel has reclaimed its crown for gaming performance, with the Core i9 enjoying a solid 7% overall lead over Ryzen 9, and the Core i5 pulling ahead even further compared to the Ryzen 5. Man, this kind of competition is what I signed up for when Ryzen first launched. Now, Intel famously thinks that Cinebench is not really a real-world test, but they've got cause to celebrate these numbers for a change. Cinebench tends to scale linearly with core count, so the fact that a CPU that has only 8 proper performance cores could dethrone the Ryzen 9 is an achievement, perhaps fueled in part by its DDR5 memory. It also demonstrates that those efficiency cores ain't your grandma's efficiency cores. They clearly pack some punch. While the Firefox compile did take a little longer on the Core i9 versus the 5950X, Intel still won out in the bursty BMW Blender render, although they lost ground on the higher endurance Gooseberry test, showing that for really serious multi-core work, AMD is still the more compelling option. And aside though here, that Core i5 be looking more like a 5800X than a 5600X. Keep that in mind for when we discuss pricing later. Now strangely, Corona benchmark seems to come back in favor of AMD's additional cores, which shows that 3D rendering may be becoming more than simply a raw, how many cores do you have game. Puget Bench, for its part, benefits from what Intel's got on tap with a healthy lead, especially in Photoshop over AMD, although Intel falls short in Spec Workstation, where the only consistent wins are against the 5900X. Check out the financial services and energy tests, guys, where the 5950X still lives in a league of its own. If you look at all the productivity benchmarks together though, you'll see that the Core i9 averages about 3% lower than the more expensive 5950X and 10% higher than the less expensive 5900X.
Really?
Which puts it in kind of weird, might be worth it, might not be worth it territory, depending on what you're doing. The Core i5, on the other hand, is over 30% faster than AMD's competing Ryzen 5 for just $10 more at retail.
Today we're reviewing the Intel i7-12700K. We also bought the KF SKU. That's right, F SKU from Intel. So we bought both of those. $450 is what we paid retail for the K SKU, and then we paid $430 for the KF. If you don't remember,
So 12th gen Intel is here, and a lot of you guys are probably rushing out to build a new PC if you've watched any of the reviews. Maybe ours, linked below. One thing that you'll soon realize is that other than the CPUs, brand new DDR5 RAM kits are also as elusive as the secret village of Ta Lo from Shang-Chi. So a lot of you guys have been PM30ing me to ask if DDR5 is actually even necessary. Today I'm gonna be reviewing the Dominator Platinum RGB DDR5 to see if it's actually better than DDR4, and if yes, by how much, and should you wait for it to be more available before building your next rig? Let's get cracking. So DDR4 has been around since 2014, back when Taylor was still a blank space, Sia was still hanging on the chandelier, and Pharrell was still happy. Man, do I feel old? Anyways, any of you guys who have built a PC within these 7 long years will no doubt still have a DDR4 RAM kit or two hiding in your dust bunny infested machines. With Intel 12th gen being backwards compatible with DDR4, no doubt there are quite a few advantages to stick to the old stuff. You get to build a new rig faster and not have to wait for DDR5 to be more available. Also, you'll definitely save a few bucks because DDR5 is going to be a little bit pricier. But if you're a discerning PC enthusiast like me, a bangsawan, building a new gaming PC with a brand spanking new processor just to pair it with old tech is like rocking a new outfit but wearing your 7-year-old busted up thongs or flip-flops for you Americans. You can do it, but do you really want to? Also, because of the physical and specs differences between DDR4 and DDR5, the motherboards that support one will not be able to support the other. When you want to upgrade to DDR5 in the future, when it is more available, you will actually have to swap out the entire motherboard. So it's not exactly plug and play. Alright, let's take a quick look at what's changed with DDR5 in terms of the technology. On the outside, comparing our DDR4 Dominator Platinum RGB and the DDR5 version, you'll see that things are largely similar. We still get that sleek matte black aluminum heat spreader in a smooth satin finish and 12 individually addressable Capellix RGB LEDs that together make up my personal favorite RAM kit to date. In fact, I have 128GB of this stuff in my Threadripper workstation, and I've always enjoyed how Corsair implemented the RGB here, being very customizable and eye-catching without looking tacky like some of the other kits out there which shall not be named. Oh yeah, feel free to check out our IQ guide if you haven't already to find out more about Corsair's solution to RGB lighting. Now, outside of the similar physical dimensions, you also notice that the number of pins are the same. Both DDR5 and DDR4 DIMMs have exactly 288 pins, though you'll notice that they have shifted the notch or key on the DDR5 more to the center to prevent people from mixing up between the two generations of RAM. Under that heat spreader is where things get a little bit more exciting. There have been quite a few significant changes made to the specifications of DDR5. Without risking putting half of you guys to sleep, here's the tilder. Number 1, we have a higher memory bandwidth. Initial DDR5 memory will get a 50% bandwidth increase over DDR4 to 4.8 gigabits per second, but eventually we are going up to the sky at 8.4 gigabits per second. This is very task dependent, so you might or might not notice any difference. And number 2, we have a lower voltage. We're getting a lower operating voltage of VDD, which translates to a lower power draw. Number 3, a new power architecture. The power management is shifted from the motherboard to the DIMM itself, which should improve signal integrity and noise as well as control over the power supply. This is also one of the reasons why Z690 motherboards that support DDR5 cannot physically support DDR4 as well, other than the different key positions. Number 4, we have a longer burst length. This means that DDR5 can maintain higher speeds for slightly longer than DDR4. Again, this might or might not make a difference depending on the task. Number 5, and finally, we have the higher capacity. Now, DDR4 DIMMs can go up to 64 gigabytes, but DDR5 can go up to 256 gigabytes per DIMM. That is more RAM than you can remember. Wow, so lame. Here's our
You down here still? Wait, he's on the tower. Where are you running? I'm dead. Seen that guy. Ride 91. Oh no. He's gotta die. We got him, we got him, we got him.
The resin.
Getting thirded, I believe.
Yeah. Got it out. 54.
Oh my meds. Oh god. Oh, I'm losing.
The beefing over here.
Yep, I'm ping, I'm ping.
Wait. So this guy's gonna charge up about 2 different things.
With you. No.
That would actually be.
Caustic.
Yeah, I did not have otherwise.
Why am I so
Just re-timing really bad.
Okay, it's all done.
Good.
That is all double. There's two right there. I'm gonna hit the sickest grenade of 2023.
Yeah, I'm about to hit my ult.
Cracked one in the back. I'm dropping a caustic. Got him. I cracked one in the back, Wraith. Cracked the right, knocked her. Last guy on me, Wraith. I hit her at 70, 65 maybe. I should not have died, that was my fault. I have 6 bats. Y'all need any?
I got 3. Oh no.
Cracker. Oh, I'm just stuck. I'm unstuck. We're safe, we're safe.
Oh, how do I not have a 3x?
Oh no. Dude up top looking at you. Wait, I'm running at the this dude. Don't know who he is.
How did she make her an 80?
Kill Ash.
Ash dead.
Or Valk. Sorry.
Nice, last one. Valk on y'all, I think, right?
I killed Valk. They have self-res.
Oh, good job. Good job.
Oh, but. Yes, we did.
Nice. Ah. That is the sickest stick of my career.
With the.
Wait, on right here on two. He's climbing up.
Bruh. 69 on him, nice.
20 on him, broken. 43 flash on him.
Hello there.
Nice cock,
On
man.
your door, I'm beating him. Got him.
Yeah.
I think I got shot in the
Bunker.
I'm ulting.
Yeah, good damn well, I can't see.
10 on that.
I'm dead.
Get away from the corner.
Window.
Crack it. Nice. I'm sucking him all on the outside.
Batting.
Killed him. One more on the outside. Don't know where he went.
Scanning.
Pushing Dawn, I think. I'm in his ass. All dead.
Got him. Holy shit on them. Bad.
Seriously, bro. That
Don't
ult
use that.
fucking reamed him.
They have blue armor. It's an automatic push.
Capable of fence. I'm zipping up and I'm not getting off.
17 off my ult. 17.
Got off.
17.
What the hell?
Ball down. I'm ripping a scan in 3,
It's like
2, 1. And it.
wait. No way they were right there.
Oh god. Wow, I love dying in a millisecond.
You healthy over here?
I had to go down.
One more on me. I dropped him as well. Let me in. No way he first like a little weasel. I'm in his ass. You're in his ass.
No, that was looking real dicey for me at one point, not gonna lie. Could have been bad.
It was a little bit sketchy.
I accepted my fate. Oh shit.
71. I died, actually. Popping a bat, the door's blocked, I'm popping a bat. I'm no Q.
I'm batting.
Oh my god, I'm getting died.
99, cost low.
1 HP on the crypto.
Yeah, the team's here.
The team's spin, you can swap if you need it. I'm getting fried. I'm queuing up high, you can take it if you need to.
Crack one.
I'm popping a bat on height. Here with you.
Oh no.
Oh shit. I was on drugs there. I really thought there was one in the right corner.
This might have been like
the first game in forever that I didn't bottom frag. Only time will tell. Bro, you guys just be fighting the fights before I even get a fight.
You do be fighting.
That's tough, man.
And I'm still on
That is tough.
Bro, I swear, you guys get at least like 30 seconds extra on each fight.
Oh, we got the perp.
Oh,
He's
shit.
in. I think got first too.
What am I shooting?
25 on that.
Dude, this is not my gun. I refuse to ever use a 330 ever again.
Whole team,
Yep. Oh, they're swinging me too. They're swinging wide.
Oh, wait, you're down there. I thought you were down there.
Oh my gosh. They're talented gamers. They hit their shots.
I see 3 blue. Oh, I died.
Ash is low.
Yeah,
I think crack too.
I'm sliding down out. I'm just absolutely worthless up top.
Dude, I am so bad with this 1x.
I knock. Yeah.
Bro, I just got a death side of pissed. I can crack again.
Forward.
I'm holding the repeat.
Knock.
Yeah, never gonna work with the boys.
That is a havoc. I got a nade on.
Hold on, I'm doing something.
Oh, yeah, I
movement.
died.
I made it out. No.
Oh, wait, big nade.
Heal, though.
77.
He's not peeking me. Wait, what is happening?
On my side, on the right. He just on the fly. Not got him.
42 white.
Hold that.
Fully.
I'm not seeing any further aggression from this squad.
Nah, I got Shin.
Look at these guys.
Why are they shooting? I'm on a balloon. Why are they shooting me?
Oh god. Yep.
Leon, that was nuts.
One of those things.
Stop
You know,
me,
just
dude.
fuck.
One. Scanning.
Go on the right spawn, boys.
Pulling up.
Yeah, heard.
Oh, shit.
I cracked two.
Right dead.
I got fried.
Early.
Got him. New team on. New team on. I got kidnapped.
Getting inside.
I'm on roof. Climbed up. I cracked him. 1 HP on the bingo. Got him. On you. 46 flash. Got him.
One left. Just the race.
He's trying to walk in on you. He's under me. I'm popping a bat. Don't go down.
I'm reloading. I'm good.
He's right here. He's on the stairs, I think.
22.
25.
33.
He's nervous. He took 4.
You can
Resi.
do the res, yeah.
Big.
You phase too. They're all here in this pocket. Pocket of sunshine.
Killed one.
Big. I'm sliding.
Crack. Toxic low.
Are they gonna drop?
I don't think so.
This guy slid into my mouth. Wraith is here. Oh no.
Alright, I didn't do anything. Just have to play smart there. That's annoying.
That's a damage farm on this guy. Again, I am not there. I've now arrived. Crack Gibby again. Oh my, I just pumped you. 80 on the race. Find us. Wait. After you, I'm reeling my PK. Fade up.
He's not, yeah, he knocked.
Got him?
Go back.
He's in the door so they can't push it. I'm gonna hold opposite side.
They're all above me. I'm dropping.
Oh shit. 80 on the Gibby.
He's on. I'm double clicking on. Yeah, and Razzle dead as well.
King up behind you, 45 purple, he dropped. What the fuck is going on, dude?
Why are these kids across just shooting me for no reason?
This guy's just rolling. Kraber on this dude.
I'm going down.
Inside.
Hit them a lot.
You kill this guy? What is my...
I'm dropping.
I'm cracked. I'm so cracked.
Oh. Nice.
What just happened?
Dude, you were farming.
You guys.
I had 100 cockroaches here, and I placed them in this James Bond-style contraption that turns this ball screw and forces them out after a specified time delay. And then I put it in a lunchbox for camouflage, and then I released them in this office. Now you might think, that's not very nice, Mark. Some people are afraid of cockroaches. Trust me, I know. And that's exactly the point, because this isn't just any office. This is ground zero for one of those terrible call centers that scams people of their life savings. A year ago when I released this video about inadvertently stumbling onto the low-level thugs in this international scam operation, I said we were gonna glitter bomb our way all the way to the top, even if it meant taking this fight to the other side of the globe. And so after a year and a half of planning, we infiltrated not one, not two, not three, but 4 different scam call centers. We released cockroaches, smoke bombs, stink bombs, glitter bombs, and then of course we hacked their CCTV so we could watch the whole thing unfold in real time. So buckle up, because this is the wild conclusion to this multinational adventure, and please watch to the end because there's something you can actually do to help put the nail in the coffin of these 4 massive call centers. Now, why would we go after this $20 billion scam industry? Well, we're doing it for the 60 million people who've lost money to scammers in the past year. But more specifically, we're doing it for Bessie, who you might recall from my previous video when I detailed exactly how one of these scams worked.
You're like my granny, Miss Bessie. Do you know this?
Yes.
She was like one of my closest friends.
Oh.
I used to share each and everything with her.
Basically, it starts with an email or a spam call, then they pretend to be Amazon or Microsoft, and they tell the victim they've been charged $200 for something, but if you call back, you can dispute the charge. Then after they call, they eventually get on the victim's computer and importantly, have the victim type the $200 refund amount into a bogus form.
Please enter your refund amount.
Only they take over and secretly type the amount of $20,000 and then they hit enter real quick.
Check everything, is it correct?
Oh no, this is a mistake. Oh, I screwed up.
Oh, Jesus.
It was supposed to be a 200 in there. Oh, God almighty. I'm exhausted. I can't do this. My mind is absolutely fried.
Please check your account. Did you really receive that money in your account?
Then they take her to a totally fake, spoofed bank account page where it looks like because of Bessie's mistake, they just sent her $20,000 instead of $200.
Oh my God, plus 20,000.
Yeah.
Please save my job, ma'am. If I'll not earn for my family will die due to hunger, due to starvation. Please,
yes, of course. I mean, what should I do? I mean, I can.
Bad for you. You are also like my grandmother.
You know, I'm an honest
you are
person.
Making me cry now. You are making me cry now. I'm getting attached to you.
Now, how do I fix this?
And now you can see how he's weaponized her empathy. Now to fix her mistake, how she'd be willing to go to the bank and withdraw what she thinks is an extra $20,000 in cash, when in reality, it's $20,000 of her hard-earned savings. And she's gonna send it in the mail to a heartless scammer. Now in case you think they've gotten a lot nicer over the last year, here's another call from a few weeks ago where the scam is to pretend they're from the government and there's some missing taxes that are owed.
I just retired, as I say, last February, and then I was diagnosed with breast cancer in August. So my retirement hasn't been very good so far. And after today, I know it's not your fault, but it's worse now.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I would rather just pay it. Otherwise, I'll be worrying about it, and I'll be worse in my health. You know what I mean? Or even if I have to pay it in 2 halves.
So the scammer places her on hold to talk with the authorities and to see if there's just something that could be done to help her out.
Thank you so much for holding the line, ma'am. I just had a word with the higher authorities, and I informed them about your situation, and they are also concerned about your health.
So concerned, in fact, she'll only have to send these scammers $2,000.
Actual amount found out missing in the taxes is $1,450. 489.
Now, last year's operation was effective in getting a handful of people involved in this scam not only covered in glitter, but also arrested. But the problem was we discovered these were just the low-level mules and supervisors who would then send the bulk of the money back to the actual scammers in India. And while we did turn over all the intel we gathered to the 5 major government agencies that reached out to us to truly avenge Bessie, our goal was to take our glitter all the way to the top and either temporarily disrupt or possibly even permanently shut down a few of these terrible call centers. It'd be like a special operation, and every special operation needs a special ops team, a target, and a plan. For the team, I turn back to my good friend Jim Browning, who you recall from last year has a YouTube channel that specializes in reversing the connection to the scammers' computers and gaining access to their CCTV footage.
Is there anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, I want to know why you scam people.
And then another YouTube channel called Trilogy Media would be the boots on the ground in India implementing the pranks, but either temporarily disrupt or possibly even permanently shut down a few of these terrible.
What's going on? Welcome to Tech with Sean, and this is just a quick video where I'm going to break down what this is, and it's the Corsair LGA 1700 retrofit kit. Now, if you're looking to do an Alder Lake build or upgrade and you want to use an existing Corsair cooler, you might have looked at this little $2.99 kit that they sell on their website. They have a list on there of which coolers will and won't work with it, and if yours is listed, you can go ahead and order this. It's only $2.99, and basically it's just 4 new standoffs. The Alder Lake or LGA 1700 socket is a little bit different size than the previous generation, and it also has a little bit different mounting height. Some motherboard makers like Asus are putting out boards with 2 different sets of holes, so you have the appropriate one for your cooler or bracket or whatever, but that's only half the battle because there's also the difference in mounting height. If you don't have a proper size standoff, then you might have a bigger gap than you would want between your cooler and the chip itself. Now, if you look at the bracket that Corsair includes with their coolers, like this H100i Elite Capellix, you can see that the little eye hole things slide around, and that lets it accommodate different mounting sizes, so that's not a problem with the board. But if you look at these standoffs that they include, the ones for the previous Intel sockets are a little bit taller, so it's not going to let the cooler sit as low on the chip as it needs to for LGA 1700. So basically this little $2.99 kit will let you get the proper mounting pressure and everything on the new chip, and it's probably definitely worth your $2.99. I can't say how everybody's order will go, but this one only took a couple of days to come after I ordered it. I just wanted to put this video together real quick because I know I was looking for this info for myself, and I know some of y'all might have been interested too. If it was helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.
The Corsair Elite LCD Upgrade Kit puts your digital dashboard on display, allowing you to monitor temperatures, fan speeds, and more with its vibrant IPS screen. The Elite LCD Upgrade Kit is compatible with Corsair iCUE Elite Capellix liquid CPU coolers, and the upgrade process is quick and easy. The Elite LCD Upgrade Kit includes everything you need to upgrade your Elite Capellix liquid CPU cooler. In the box, you'll find the Elite LCD module itself, 4 mounting screws, and a single USB-Y splitter cable. Before you install the Elite LCD Upgrade Kit on your Elite Capellix cooler, open Corsair iCUE and install the latest firmware for your cooler. To begin the installation, remove the 4 screws holding the pump cap in place. Remove the faceplate, and finally, remove the RGB module. Remove the pump tack cable from your motherboard CPU fan header, as well as the cable connected to the commander core that came with your Elite Capellix cooler. Put these parts somewhere safe in case you wish to reinstall your original pump top in the future. To install the Elite LCD module, first install the new mounting screws into the pump head. Place the Elite LCD module on top of the pump head, ensuring that you orient it so that the cutout on the side of the Elite LCD module allows for the tubing from the pump to pass through, and that the connector on the bottom side of the Elite LCD module and the top of the pump head are aligned. Now connect the pump tack cable to your motherboard CPU fan header and connect the Elite LCD module to your commander core. Use the included USB-Y adapter
on them later. For the target, together we were able to locate and gather tons of incriminating information on 4 different scam call centers. For starters, there's Met Technologies located in Kolkata, India on the 5th floor of this building. They've been in operation over 12 years and they've got over 1,000 agents. Their owner is Mr. Kunal Gupta, and you can even see the rest of their leadership team here on their public website. And you might ask, well, why would a scam call center have a public website? And the answer is they all do, because they have a very small percentage of their employees do legitimate call center work. So if they get raided by the authorities, they can point to that small group and say their hands are clean, while the real money-making operation runs here behind a secure door. Then we found VRM, also located in Kolkata on the 12th floor of this building. They also have over 1,000 agents, and they've been in operation for 6 years, and they run 24 hours a day in 3 shifts to target people in time zones all across the globe. Oh, and allow me to introduce to the world Rajesh and Vidya Goenka, the husband and wife co-owners. Next was Anj Info Solutions on the 5th floor of this building. They also run 3 shifts, 24 hours a day, and they've been up and running for 11 years with all their key info shown here. They're located just a block away from VRM. In fact, all 3 of these centers were located within just a few miles of each other here in Kolkata, India, which is a hot spot for scam call centers like this. And finally, there was one more relocated, but we're not releasing public information on them yet, and you'll see why in just a little bit. And so once we'd amassed mountains of evidence against all 4 of them thanks to Jim's handiwork, we hired 10 private investigator types to apply for jobs at each of these centers, and after a few weeks, we had them all in place. Now, in order for them not to arouse suspicion, they had to legitimately scam some people, but we told them to remember the victim's information, and then we would reach out and double any money that was lost. And at first, one of our agents in the VRM call center went against protocol and used his phone to capture some footage for us of the bathrooms and the server rack and whatever this is, but they must have seen him filming with his phone on their CCTV, because the next day, some of the security team showed up at his house. Now, luckily, his roommate knew to lie and say he wasn't home, and he was able to escape through the back alley, but they stayed out in front of his house all day and later sent this message saying the director wanted to speak. With him, and they would pay him handsomely, and of course, he didn't need to be scared. They were just simply curious what kind of evidence he'd gathered against them already. So from that point on, we reiterated to the remaining 9 to lay really low like a sleeper cell until we were ready to activate the plan. And speaking of the plan, now that we saw what we were up against, we knew we'd have to go full James Bond Q mode with some high-tech gadgetry that could make it past security. Which is why this first prank is just a water bottle. Kind of. I mean, it can function as a normal water bottle, but if you unscrew just this portion of the lid, it reveals a trough. And if you put military-grade putrid smelling stuff in that trough and then screw the lid back on fully, it creates a perfect seal and you can't smell anything. But then at the exact precise moment you want to release a cloud of death, you just twist the lid like this, allowing the smell to escape through these holes and fill the room. And we're using a water bottle because from looking at the CCTV footage, we know they allow them to have water bottles at their desks, so they'll be able to sneak them past security. Plus, no one's going to suspect that's the origin of the smell. Next up, if you take some hand soap and add just a few drops of the same kitchen-grade food coloring we used on the Devil's Toothpaste explosion, then when you wash your hands, it will leave them stained for at least a day. Oh, crap. We'll leave this in the bathroom, and as a bonus, we'll learn exactly who does and doesn't wash their hands. This next one is the most simple, but also perhaps the most effective. You take a box of Sudafed and then print out and paste on some of these labels and convert it to a box of Viagra. Then importantly, you add the name of the boss of the scam call center to the box, like it's his prescription. And then you leave it in the bathroom next to your blue soap. Next up is that custom-built box that can store cockroaches in it. So after a predetermined time delay, the microcontroller will trigger the stepper motor, which causes the wall to slide along this ball screw. That means if you disguise it in a lunchbox, then nothing happens until the timer expires. And then suddenly, you get a bunch of cockroaches crawling out of a lunchbox. Although you can put more than just cockroaches in here. And some other ideas we had were bees, because we heard India has some species that don't actually sting, as well as possibly rats, because we already knew from looking at their security footage that once released, the rats can make themselves right at home. And using a lunchbox for camouflage is once again a strategic choice, because we already knew from our recon work, they always make it past security because no one actually checks what's inside. Next up, I love the idea of the chaos that could result if we set off a smoke bomb, but we were concerned that might be crossing a line if the room was too small, because like the glitter bombs, I want everything I do to be exciting, but at the end of the day, relatively harmless. So instead, we found these micro foggers that are basically like massive vape pens. We also noticed motorcycle helmets were allowed onto the floor and past security. So the plan was to put it inside a helmet like this, and then it would also detonate itself based on a timer. And finally, as the pièce de résistance, we're gonna deliver them a package. Only this isn't an ordinary package. It's Glitter Bomb 4.0, which of course, as we all know, is equipped with a pound of the world's finest glitter and an uncharitable amount of fart spray.
I still smell it.
And so now that our team, target, and plan were in place, after 1.5 years of prep work, it was time to avenge Bessie and execute the special operation. Step 1 was getting the Trilogy Media guys all the way over to India with all the contraptions stored securely in their luggage.
Oh my God, stepping foot on Indian soil.
Now safely on the ground, step 2 was to go pick up those stingless bees that we could put in the lunchbox. But once they'd arrived to the beekeeper, they found out you can't just take a few bees, but you have to take the whole hive.
In the car, dude, no. They're gonna get out.
I'm not afraid. Also, apparently, there's no such thing as stingless bees.
Oh my God. Oh,
So we punted on that idea and headed to an open air market where we could at least secure some rats. By the way, the Trilogy Media YouTube channel is composed of Ashton, who's a former magician, and Art, who played professional basketball in Russia for 8 years. They're just an incredible duo. And no one wants...
Are we gonna test it right here? Okay, pause, pause. Accounted for, right?
So to the Salt Lake side. There's this WhatsApp group that 55,000 scammers all across India belong to, so the different scam call centers can communicate with each other. And because Johnny was still a member of this group from his former days, he saw this message pop up. 2 of us in the town of Kolkata have seen cuss word Trilogy people. We followed them, but the driver drove the car very fast to the Salt Lake side. There was 2 Indians with them, and they were shooting a movie. So apparently some scammers had recognized Art and Ashton at the market as the Trilogy Media YouTube guys, because they've confronted a lot of scammers in their 5 years of making videos. Now thankfully, just out of habit, Johnny was driving in a way that would make it hard for anyone to tail them, but they still were able to pinpoint their hotel location within about a half a mile. But then it got much worse. Might be they are working with the FBI, so I request all of our brothers to have an eye in Salt Lake, so whenever you see them, you shoot them. Which was super devastating, because it seemed pretty clear to me that we'd have to scrap the whole operation, because while the mission was important, it definitely wasn't worth anyone getting hurt. But when I brought this up to the guys, they'd already discussed it amongst themselves and decided this was a cause they were passionate about, that they were willing to accept some risks. So we decided moving forward, Art and Ashton wouldn't step a foot outside their hotel room, and that's when the second major blow came. Because apparently the group text warning spooked the call scam center so much, they just changed up everyone's assignments, and they were planning on moving all 3 of our sleeper agents to a new floor where there was no CCTV coverage. But this is where we had a stroke of luck, because the last minute, Johnny thought to have another one of his reformed scammer friends apply for a job. And because he had so much experience on his resume, they hired him on the spot and gave him a more highly trusted role, which meant he could be the one to smuggle in all our gadgets. And so with that, he loaded up, headed in for battle, and an hour later, we had a man on the inside. And by the way, now that we're inside, I'll give you a very quick crash course on what we've learned about how these scam centers operate after watching them for so long. First of all, 90% of the victims are 65 years old or above.
I don't understand that. I don't understand all of this.
They really only make calls during the US working day hours and not on the weekends, because that maximizes their chance the person who picks up will be retired. This is why you never get scam calls on Sunday. They don't have anyone even working the phones. In fact, many of them have an auto dial prompt that says press 1 if you're over 65 years old, and if you press anything else, it just hangs up. The most common scam is the Amazon refund scam, but they also pretend to be Microsoft, McAfee, Norton Antivirus, the IRS, and your bank, and on and on. It's always changing, but it's also always something you've heard of to try and build trust right out of the gate. If you want to know how much they make, well, that information unfortunately is securely held on the boss's computer, so we can't get to it. Although, I suppose if you had access to the internal cameras, you could just watch the boss type his password, and then you'd be able to access their master tracking spreadsheets, which is what we did, and how we know these large call centers make $60,000 per day. That's $18 million a year. An opener will take the initial calls and they make an average of $7,000 a month. Then if they keep the victim on the phone long enough, they hand it over to a closer and they make on average $15,000 a month. They never say the word scam or victim, instead referring to them as sales and customers. That way they just seem more like a normal office. Although what I think does that job more convincingly are all the walls plastered with inspirational corporate words like synergy or management or process. So that's your crash course on how they operate. And the FTC has put out a list of 4 signs to help spot a scam and 4 things you can do to protect against them. And I'll link to it in the video description. And so now without further ado, we kicked things off with the stink bomb water bottle. And while that was marinating, he went to the bathroom and dropped off the hand soap and the special medication with the boss's name written on the front. And it didn't take long for us to get our first hit on the smell. What was great though is they all kind of covered their noses subtly in silence so the people next to them wouldn't feel accused. Well, for the most part. Then a few minutes later, we had our first bathroom customer who clearly doesn't wash her hands after using the restroom. But then we had a second chance with an apparently more hygienic scammer, and this time we struck pay dirt as he comes out trying to figure out what the heck just happened. And 5 minutes later, you could see him still trying to work it out. And not long after that, we got our first mention of the special package in the bathroom. The audio cut out here, but our agent told us they were laughing and wondering how the boss could possibly leave that lying around. Although it certainly doesn't feel too far off brand, given he uses this as his profile pic on Facebook. And at this point, our agent placed and then triggered the time delay countdown on the cockroach, rat, and smoke bomb traps so he could now safely make his getaway.
Oh. You okay? You safe?
And since they, of course, have no idea what's about to happen, they're still just casually talking about the bathroom. And then a few moments later, the first boxes must have triggered because this guy notices a cockroach and nopes his way out of there. And then he's quickly followed by the second dude. And I love it because now you just randomly see cockroaches start coming in frame. And so now that they know what they're up against, they call in the reinforcements with a mop. But it looks like he missed one. Or 2. Or 3. Actually 4. Scratch that. 5. And then as if perfectly on cue, right as the mop guy finishes his cleanup, the smoke begins. And this causes quite a commotion and draws quite a crowd, and it takes them a while, but they're eventually able to pinpoint the source of the smoke and gingerly take it off the premises. Followed soon thereafter by our rat friends. And this is possibly my favorite clip of the whole night, where you see a cockroach lead the way and wander all around as they argue and try and make sense of what in the world is possibly happening. And by this point, you can tell the boss is pretty sure they're under attack, but just to remove any sense of doubt, we sent them one final package. And they almost opened it right there, but I guess with everything else that had already happened so far that night, they took it downstairs. And then this happened.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Yeah, in fact, there's 4 of them, and they're uploading this footage to the cloud.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Activation complete. Recovery sequence initiated.
So after our incredibly successful special operation, we waited to see what the response would be, and we didn't have to wait long. Yesterday, those cuss words sent Anch Solutions a package bomb, and it exploded, and there was a bad smell and sprinkler water, or whatever it was. These guys are playing good with us. I am reminding you guys, they must be in between us. We don't even know. And now we had them, because they were paranoid, and they didn't know which of their employees might have been compromised. Check the lunch boxes, pocket bags, shoes, ladies' purse as well. Even check the water. whether there's some color mixed in it. I assume he's referring to the soap dye here. But be cautious, guys, seriously. They came to bad word all of us, and they are still trying to bust us. After that, there were a few more death threats, so we didn't think it was safe enough to launch our attacks on the other 3 centers to try and get them shut down. But the beautiful thing is, we didn't have to. Big centers in Kolkata and Delhi are closed from today, as well as Monday, as per the information I got from all my friends. We had created enough confusion and mass panic that not only did the other 3 centers get shut down, but we got all the large scam centers all across India shut down for a few days too. And if you add it up, that means those tiny cockroaches stopped $2 million from going from the victims to the scumbags. And I would say that's the perfect ending, but it actually gets even a little better. Once Ashton and Art were safely back home on American soil, they decided to troll that text group with those 55,000 scammers by uploading this gem to the chat.
Surprise, surprise, scammers! Art and Ashton over here.
No matter how many numbers you remove from this group, we're still watching. Not only that, we've also downloaded every single person's contact information, all 57,000 of them inside this group. We have every single one of their contact information. We're submitting it to the FBI in the United States and the CBI here in India, so you guys better run and you better watch out.
And so if you want to see how quickly the scammers started removing themselves from the chat group, as well as a lot more details of all their work on the ground over in India, you should go check out their video. And not surprisingly, Ansh and the other scam call centers eventually opened back up, albeit this time with much tighter security. But they still didn't, and still don't realize probably till this moment, that we have access to their live camera feeds. So Jim improvised a bit, calling them out by their real names without giving away the fact he was just looking at them on the camera.
Yeah, hi sir, my name is Carolina Fernandez. I am calling you from the Microsoft.
Oh, hi Priya. Hi.
Who are you?
I'm a ghost.
Idiot.
Yeah, I don't
Do
know
you
what.
know my father's name?
I don't know, but is your father proud of you? What you do? Does he think you work for Microsoft?
Yes, of course.
But you don't work for Microsoft. Did you tell him that? Will I tell you one more name?
Yes.
Soini. At least talk to me. Hello?
He also managed to change the way their voices sound when they would do outbound calls to their potential victims.
Who are you? May I know who I speak with? Who are you?
You're speaking very strangely. What's up?
So to see a lot more of that quality entertainment, you should go check out his video. So after all that, we're sort of in a good news, bad news situation here. The good news is that because of some developments we've been involved in, the 4th center here is going to be raided by the authorities in India and shut down very, very soon. The bad news is that these other 3 are still very operational. And for reasons I can't say here, we don't have the same option to get them shut down like we do on the 4th one. Now you might ask, why not just privately reach out to the proper authorities in Kolkata where these 3 call centers are located? And the answer is, that's been tried before and it didn't work. While there are many good apples, there are a few bad apples that prevent anything from happening to these guys. So where does that leave us? Well, as they say, sunshine is a great disinfectant, and here's where you come in. We've invested a lot of resources and time and tried to make this video as entertaining as possible in the hopes that you'll consider sharing it for 2 reasons. Number 1, the more people are aware of how these scams work, the less effective they become and they lose their power. So please share it, especially with your older loved ones. And number 2, the more people that see this video and learn about these 3 specific call centers, the more the press will pick it up, especially in India. Heck, tweet our videos to the Kolkata police. This helps out the good apples because the bad ones can't just sweep all the evidence under the rug or quietly tip off the scam center bosses. The press and public can hold them accountable. We've seen this tactic work successfully in the past, and we have mountains of evidence against all these scam centers. If you are with the press or a law enforcement agency, send us an email to callcenterevidencepack@gmail.com and we'll share everything we have with you. If you combine them, these 3 centers have been in operation an astounding 29 years, and they're still scamming people of their life savings to this day, even right now as we release this video. So let's see what we can do. And depending on exactly what happens, I'll either post a follow-up video here on my YouTube channel or on my other social channels, so subscribe and all that stuff if you want to stay in the loop. Glitter bombs and cockroaches are just harmless entertainment, but our best chance of working together to shut these guys down for good is by shining a light to foster some accountability. Thanks for your help. Now let's make Bessie proud. I want to thank NordVPN for their support on this video. I've been using their service myself for over 3 years now because they really are the best at this. With Nord, you can surf the web anonymously, your location stays private, and your data is encrypted. Because even though I'm not a bad guy with something to hide, I generate a ton of information online every day, and I prefer that information wasn't sold or used against me in some way. Nord collects and stores absolutely nothing and makes it so others can't either. Plus, if you're traveling and you want your exact same internet experience at home, like to watch all the shows you're used to, it can virtually transport you to nearly 60 different countries. They also have a new service called Threat Protection, which is sort of like an umbrella that protects you from malicious sites, downloads, and trackers, even when you're not connected to a VPN. So if you travel, or you're just ready to take your privacy more seriously, you can get a 2-year plan at a huge discount plus 1 additional month free by going to nordvpn.com/MarkRober. And the good news is, if it's not right for you for any reason, they've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So once again, that's nordvpn.com/MarkRober, or use the link in the video description. Thanks for watching and sharing with literally every person you've ever met or ever will meet, and let's get these punks shut down.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're playing some Raft today, one of my favorite games where you get to go onto the open water and only good things happen to you. I've played this game before, but they released an update with new stuff, so let's fire it up and see how wrong we can play it. So here we are in the wild world of Raft. This is our raft, that's garbage, and that cruising in the water is our best friend. That's how I explain that they follow us around forever. Let's take a closer look. I'd like you to meet Grace. She likes to swing by and remind us that we shouldn't just get off the raft whenever we want to, or else we risk getting eaten. But you can see all this debris going by. We need to collect that so we can build stuff, and that's what this handy dandy hook is for. See that debris? You just take your hook and you just throw it, and then you just reel it right in. Yeah. And before you know it, you'll have pulled in all kinds of supplies like palm leaves and planks and ropes and whatever. And if you're real lucky, you'll get one of these barrels full of stuff. And if we're even luckier, there'll be islands. At the moment, we're kind of at the mercy of whatever direction the ocean wants to take us, so all we can do is quietly hope that it takes us over to that island. Uh-oh, looks like we're passing right by. Now, we could just jump off, do our own thing, because conventional wisdom tells you that all of this is better than being on that raft, right? But what you don't know is the game builds the world around that raft, not us. So everyone say, bye-bye, raft, bye-bye. And then we're over here just like, solid land, a place to start a new life. Alas, it wasn't meant to be. If you get too far away from the raft, it just starts making stuff disappear.
Oh! Hey guys, this is Isadeptic and welcome to Top Apex Plays. If you'd like one of your clips featured in our videos, complete the form in the description below. But without further delay, let's get into today's clips.
I didn't know we were supposed to tap straight for that.
Absolutely.
Zipline is not gonna reach.
Oh my god, I just annihilated 3 guys.
In this clip, this crypto manages to EMP a team that are running from the zone, and unfortunately for them, it slows them just enough for this player to absolutely clean up.
Like one. Stuck two.
Got the positional advantage. Down another target. Enemy taken out.
Stuck 3. One.
You must remember